What's up everybody, I am back with another video. So a while back I was challenged by Dennis to do this type of video, which is cycling on the weekend on the bike path here in Zona Sul, in the south zone. So I am going to do that, and just to let you guys know, I don't have any bell, so it's going to be quite the challenge. I do have brakes, and I'm on an electric bike, which is probably not a good combination if I don't have a bell. I will, however, take it easy when I'm riding and just sort of go slowly. But you're going to see probably going to see a lot of stupid people do some stupid things. I'll talk along the way and I'll mention some things or whatever. So I'm going to go probably from starting Lebanon here, and I'll just give you guys a look. As you can see, the beach is quite crowded. It's about 31 degrees, 87 Fahrenheit or 88 Fahrenheit. So it's a steamy one, but it's not as sunny. So I'm going to start from this point and go all the way to Copacabana. It should be really crowded. A lot of people on the bikes. It's a Saturday, so let's see what happens. Wish me luck. And we're off. Already a contender. So a lot of cases you get like these people who don't even look both ways. They know that this is a bike path, and they just like jet out right onto the bike path and don't even, like, I've nearly hit so many people over the last year and a half that I've been here. Just like I mentioned, I don't have a bell, so you might hear me like yell or scream or whatever, just so I don't get into a major accident. So all kinds of stupid things happen when you ride a bike here on the weekend. I'm taking it easy, even though I'm on an electric bike, because this thing can like really take off. I'll show you guys around a little bit of the beach and whatnot. You get people who stop on the side like that guy, but a lot of times they won't even like signal or whatever. They just sort of out of nowhere stop on the side, which is so stupid. Like, give a little signal or something, you know? There's so many different situations that I've seen, like these two. They're not looking. Hope you're having a laugh, guys. Especially you, Dennis, if you're watching this video. It might be a long one, so you can skip through, or if you'd like, or not, and just watch all the accidents. Look at this one. I did look for a bike that had a bell, but this was the only one that I found that had I grabbed it and I tried to look for another electric bike, but no bell. Actually, no electric bike. I wanted an electric bike, so it was kind of a trade-off. Probably not the best idea, but that'll make the video all the more interesting. It's probably going to be like a 30-minute ride to where I plan to go. I won't go all the way to the end of Copacabana. And then you get people who want to ride together. Jesus. You get like friends or couples who want to ride side by side, taking up like 2/3 of the path, and then you're like the asshole if you say something or kind of like signal that you want to get by or whatever. If there's one thing that I would love for Brazilians to change, and I'm not saying all of them are like this, is just like the, what do you call it, sense of entitlement that I find is abundant. I think it's maybe, I don't know if it's just in the South Zone, like the rich snobs, I really don't know if that's the case, because I've seen all kinds of different people from different classes, you know, doing stupid things with their bicycle, whatever. But I mean, Jesus. I'm hoping that you'll get to see some of these like major brain farts that these people tend to do here. A lot of times you'll see joggers on here, and what they do, I've seen some jog right in the middle where the spotted line is, you know, the dividing line, right in the middle, flailing their arms about like there's no one else around. Like, if that's not a sense of entitlement, then I don't know what is. And I'm not really complaining, guys. I'm just simply stating what happens here when you guys come and ride a bike or whatever. Just be aware, you know, of the stupidity that happens around here. And it's mainly on the weekends, not on like weekdays. Most people are working or whatever, right? So, but everybody's out on the weekends riding a bike or whatever and shooting off fireworks, which. I could change bikes here, but it's a risk that I might not get one that let's check. Changed my mind. It's just that this bike has a lot of kick to it, so I like to, if I need to pass somebody, I don't have to use as much effort. And I'm also don't want to like make this video an hour for watching purposes, because people don't want to watch an hour of cycling, really. At least I don't. And I would imagine that over here, I'm still in Leblon, and I'll be passing over to Ipanema soon. It'll probably start getting more crowded, so we'll see. I'm glad that I know what I'm doing on the bike. I'm a good cyclist. Oh shit. You also often get people who aren't looking, and they're looking at behind them, or they're looking around, and then they lose concentration. And that's also another problem, is those ice delivery motherfuckers. Like, I totally get that you gotta sell your ice and whatever and make a living, but I've seen like real stupid moves by those guys. For example, just today when I was riding up to get here to do the film, I actually wanted to start over here for just because it's calmer, and there was like two guys double parked, kind of one on the left side and then one on the right side, and they didn't give any space to pass by. Like, it was really a squeeze, like a tight squeeze. Insane. So sometimes, man, I don't normally ride bikes on the weekend here unless I really have to, or it's like a short distance. I normally just go for a bike ride during the weekday when I have some time. Just less busy, congested. So, what are some other incidences some people do here? See, she nearly got hit. And this guy's putting his hand out like, no, don't hit me. Come on. So many near misses, guys. I even had an altercation with a guy like last year because he was sort of listening to music and not paying attention where he was going, and like was swerving in and out of the lanes. And I tried to like, I had a bell on that bike, and I warned him, and he swerved back into the direction I was coming, like into the lane I was in. Nearly caused a major accident. Nearly got into a fight. And I really don't want to get into the kind of BS, you know, fighting with people and whatever. But as soon as I raised my voice a little bit, he got really scared. He was like some early 20-year-old guy or something, I don't know, like whatever. He didn't look like he was threatening, so that's why I was gonna, like, I was pissed off. Scraped my hand, nearly fell off the bike. But anyway, these things happen. So I'm hoping it's gonna be accident-free today. See where they parked this fucking thing? It's not as bad right now, but if another guy decides to put his on the other side, it's just insane. Hoping I'm holding this camera okay. It's not exactly that sunny, so it's a little bit breezy, windy. So we've already entered Ipanema. You can see it got fuller. Copacabana is probably going to be the place where it'll give the most headaches. I honestly think Sunday is got to be the worst days of all, because they closed down one of the streets and everybody basically is off, right? Nobody's working that on a Sunday generally. Maybe like 60% of the people are not working on a Sunday. It's like it's the standard day off. Hoping you guys can hear me okay too. I don't have a extendable speaker. Slower the better, right? Oh my god. You really have to have a lot of patience, guys. I preach this so damn much. Patience. And I was searching for the word to describe people who are like this, and it's, I would say, you know, sense of entitlement, or just like plain old brain dead. I don't like to do that and, you know, insult people, but shit, it's so true. My acai friend is probably by here. I don't know if he's on the beach. Up! Up! I know that guy through the acai seller's friend, or another seller. Sells caipirinha. I forget his name. I won't stop. I want to keep going. And through this street, you don't get a lot of problems unless it's like the end of the day when everyone's leaving the beach. Tends to be really damn bad. Like super crowded and so many people walking on the bike path. Posso passar? Valeu. Oh. Nearly. See, when you can speak the language, you can get by. Occasionally what happens here too is people don't look. Oh look, they got some striders. Whoop! Just walking on the fucking bike path. and there's so much sidewalk. Oh god. Oh, we're coming up to where I had the near accident and the near fight. I'll show you guys. He was exactly this scenario in front of me, and just started swerving maybe like in the next 10 meters. Nearly in Copacabana. Yeah, so right about here, and I wanted to pass. It's really windy now. Shit. Opa! Cars over here are bad too. And right at this spot, it's the like major intersection where so many damn people are coming through. I made it through the through some of the worst part. So Copacabana is pretty busy. This girl nearly swerved into me. I don't know if you guys saw that. So I had to do the whoop. Since I don't have a bell, I have to make some sort of noise that they recognize. And that whoop sound is kind of like a greeting to when you're passing by, just so you guys know. Still a long way to go. But it's fun. I think a lot of times the stupidity also has to play with alcohol has a role in this, because it's, especially towards the end of the day, a lot of people are already intoxicated or whatever, so they're not really thinking. The neurons aren't really firing well enough, fast enough to compute that it's dangerous and you should look both ways. Christ. Wow, the beach is really busy, guys. It feels like, if the sun was out, man, I will tell you it feels like close to 40 Celsius. Like close to 100 Fahrenheit. It'd be brutal. So it's not so bad right now. See, normally the street on the left is closed off on Sundays, so you have that option, and you have everybody, like everybody's out. It's insane. It's a good ride when it's like open space and there's no idiots out. That's what I have to say. I don't know how many times I've been up and down this like path. That's another thing. People who want to pass by sometimes take poorly calculated decisions. Like I'm going to now. I just don't want to be stuck behind anybody, you know? The other thing I'll mention is you get kids here, especially on Sunday, on their bikes and their scooters and all kinds of crap like that. And they don't, you know, kids are kids. They just don't have the perception qualities that, you know, grown-ups have, and they don't really look where they're going or things like that. And that, I've nearly had an accident with that. I nearly ran over a kid with like a, how do you call it? Those two-sided scooters, the two, not the one-blade scooter. I don't know how to describe it, you know, where you have 2 feet on it, stretched, spread out. Anyways, that nearly happened. And he was like going, and he turned all of a sudden, and I had like a split second to get the hell out of the way. So it looks like it's not bad today. I'm going to try and do a film the same on the Sunday, because I think that's where I'll be able to show you all the stupidity. There's a guy I follow on YouTube, I think he's a cyclist from Lisbon, Portugal, and he rides all around the city like, you know, like a madman. And basically there's so many like idiots. So I think it's a constant thing around the world. I don't think it's just in Brazil. I'll leave the video going a little bit longer. I just want to see, maybe you guys can check out the view as well. There's a lot of people out here. Got a cop with a, look like an AK-47. Fuck. That's the shocking things that you'll have here in Brazil. I'm going to do a video talking about the 5 or 10 most shocking things that you'll see here when you come to Brazil if it's your first time. I think that's going to be a good video. I'll tell you one thing, I was damn shocked when I came here for the first time. In a good and bad way. There's always positives and negatives. Here we go. Made it through. That's the other thing. The stoplights there, it's supposed to be like cyclists are supposed to follow the traffic lights, right? When it's red, obviously stop. A lot of people don't do that. I mean, I'm kind of in between on that. Like if there's no one crossing and no one walking through, I'm not gonna stop, obviously. But a lot of people don't even stop, even when it's people crossing or passing through and they have the right of way. So that's another thing you have to keep in mind when you're crossing here. A lot of stupidity or just ignorance and people don't care, you know. So yeah, coming up to the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the talk and ride. Not as many bad things happened as I thought it would. So I think that was also part, like I mentioned, it's a Saturday, not Sunday. I'm gonna do maybe a short, less than 10-minute bike ride on a Sunday here, which would be tomorrow. I'm gonna really try my hardest to do that, and you'll see how much crazier shit there is. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Hit a like if you enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna park the bike, lock up the bike, and head home for a shower. I'm sweating buckets here. But we'll see you guys in the next video. We'll try to have that one of craziness on a Sunday riding, okay? Thanks again for watching. Take care.